We are doing a monster boyfriend bracket.
Yes.
Where we will be pitting 16 of the hottest monster men against each other in a competition to see who is the ultimate monster boyfriend.
Yeah, sorry, this is the opposite of why choose.
Some of you will have to see yourselves out. I didn't have enough holes anyway.
You could get a hottie that knows all about your body.
Even though Emmy personally wants to fuck a spider,
everyone's allowed to have their
you're allowed to have
wishes.
your things. I respect it.
Yeah.
Listening to a special holiday edition with Megan
and Emmy
of the podcast Smut in Public.
Smut in public, smut in public, smutting all the way.
Perfect. Fantastic. And again, as long as it's under 5 seconds, we don't have to pay for it.
Yep. We're here to do a special episode today.
Yay, we have a special fun holiday episode.
Yeah.
It's not especially holiday themed what we're doing.
No, not at all.
But we did put fun Christmas wrapping paper on the back of our whiteboards.
Yes, these very suspicious, mysterious whiteboards.
I can't wait to tell you what we will be doing with these. We're real tired.
So we just decided to do something fun and quick just for the holidays, for you guys and for us, honestly.
Which means we're excited to tell you that today we are doing a monster boyfriend bracket.
Yes.
Where we will be pitting 16 of the hottest monster men against each other in a competition to see who Megan and Emmy decide is the ultimate monster boyfriend.
Yes, the ultimate monster boy will be decided here in the Thunderdome tonight. 16
men enter.
1 leaves.
I didn't have enough holes anyway. Some of you will have to see yourselves out. The Kraken alone is taking up most of them. So you guys are going to have to play Rochambeau or something.
Yeah. And a lot of these are from books that we have reviewed already.
Yes, which we will mention.
Yeah, we will let you
them.
know. So if you want to end up checking out those reviews, please go back. We'll tell you which books they were from. So, but man, we've got a few weird ones on there today though that we have not yet reviewed.
Yes, I'm very excited. So Emmy, who is the creative driving force behind this podcast, is going to put up an image for our YouTube followers of what 16 men are in the bracket. So insert graphic here. For those of you that are listening on Spotify or on Apple Pods, please finish this episode and then go check it out on YouTube. We could really use the double listen.
We could use the listens, yeah.
So that you can also see the image of what 16 men will be in the bracket. Do you want me to read off what all 16 are, or just let it stand?
I think we should just let it stand as it. Well, you're going to be surprised as we get to it. I think.
I love that for them, and I love that for us. Fantastic.
All right.
P.S. I just want to congratulate Emmy for making our little cute whiteboards so that we can vote secretly on who we want to win that bracket.
We got so many stickers from all of the indie books and stuff that we've been buying.
This is a good use of them.
Thank you. I collected them and I knew there would come a moment.
I hope you acknowledge that I created a sunshine and grumpy romance trope with our boards. I made you the grumpy one.
That's fair. I just ended up with a little tiny little pink treat yourself.
So cute.
All right, so let's get to the first boyfriend throwdown.
Who do we got, Emmy?
All right, our first two that we are putting up against each other is a Minotaur and a Mothman.
That doesn't seem like a fair fight to me.
You will know both of those from C.M. Nescosta's Cambric Creek universe, which we have done at least 2 books of on this podcast.
Yes, and I'm a huge fan of the entire Cambric Creek, hopefully someday cinematic universe.
Those are our first 2 episodes with Morning Glory Milking Farm and Sweetberry.
That's right.
So, we had Rourke the Minotaur and Merrick the Mothman.
Which does not have to be that it's those 2 specific men.
Sure, but it's the only Mothman I've seen get fucked in a book so far.
We've met a couple Minotaurs, though.
That is true.
We also did a Minotaur book. We did a Minotaur Ruby Dixon book, which was Bull Moon Rising.
Yeah, very
and that was
recently.
one of our more recent episodes. So there's lots of, I think canonically, there's a lot of Minotaur love in the romance space.
Yeah.
And not necessarily as much Mothman love.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between insect love love and bovine love.
Well, they're both animal hybrid men.
That's true, yeah. I guess they both have fur, but one has dust, so...
That's true. Merrick was a dusty man.
He's a dusty boy.
Which, again, was a choice that CM made.
Yeah.
I stand on business that I feel like she went onto Wikipedia and was like wikiing moth facts and maybe just put too many of them in the book.
How long is the proboscis, right?
Oof. It can reach you from outside your bedroom window. Then he comes in and he gets dust all over your bedroom.
Mm-hmm. He's only awake at like dusk until dawn kind of a thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Their schedules are very different.
Yeah. Whereas like for the Minotaurs, they're up when you're up.
And they're up a lot.
And I do think a Minotaur maybe lends a bit more towards the size kind of trope kind of a thing.
If you're into Minotaur fiction, you're definitely comfortable with size difference. Yeah. For sure. There's a lot of cool cultural stuff with Minotaur too. Like there was some piercing stuff in some of the books. Like
Minoan brides,
Swishy Tails.
Yeah.
You know.
We had a good time with both of those books. I really liked both of those from Sam Nescalza.
I agree. So I think we should pick secretly. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to secretly decide between Minotaur and Mothman which one we're going to go with.
Yeah. Which do we think is the most ultimate of the book boyfriends?
Yes, if you had to have one of those as your only monster boyfriend.
For the rest of your life.
If this isn't a reverse harem, you don't get more than one.
Yeah, sorry. This is the opposite of Why Choose.
That's right. Ultimate book boyfriend.
Oh, sorry. I'm obviously going to be artsy fartsy with
it. She's spiffing up her vote. I am not doing that. I'm just going to draw a bunch of penises all over mine.
All right. Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Minotaur.
Yeah, it's Minotaur.
Oh, it's got to be Minotaur. Again, no shade to Merrick.
Yeah.
But he was like a sweet, soft, willowy energy, science-y guy.
Sure, Rourke's gonna take me.
I want Rourke to take me up against the shower wall and then have to use one of those weird little pods that helps disintegrate all of his
the stuff down the sink.
Minotaur leavings because it's so powerful it will clog the drain.
Yeah, I personally want the kind of thing that you bottle and sell.
Yes. Yeah. You're going for the profit element, right?
Yeah.
That's fair because working in the sciences doesn't necessarily make you a lot of money.
Merrick is definitely
Rourke had a nice watch and it's from all those donations that he did at the milking farm.
Yes, sad to say that there's no milking farm for the Mothman.
You're gold digging for that gold ring in the nose, baby.
Yes. Oh my god.
All right.
Love it.
So the champion of our first matchup is Minotaur, but the bracket is not over, so stick around.
Megan and I hope you've been enjoying our podcast just as much as we've enjoyed making it. If we've made you laugh or introduced you to a book that you enjoyed, would you consider buying us a coffee? Coffee, spelled KO-FI, is a platform where you can directly tip artists and entertainers whose work you enjoy. We here at Smut In Public spend our free time and money reading smut and reporting back, but we do have a few operating costs. If you'd like to support our work, head over to our Smut In Public page on Ko-fi and tip us whatever amount you feel is appropriate. $1, $2, $50, none at all? That's right, even your podcast comes with a tip request now. But at least you don't have to look us directly in our eyes when you click no tip. Podcasts, after all, should be free. The link to our coffee will be in the episode description, and thank you so much for your continued support for the Smut In Public podcast.
Our next pairing, I intentionally paired these two first because they're similar enough that I think we need to talk about the nuances of the difference.
Yeah.
We have Naga versus Lizard Man.
Yeah, similar but not technically the same.
Definitely not the same. And here's what we are envisioning when we talk about Naga. Naga is full bottom half snake body.
Yeah.
Full snake body.
Yeah.
Whereas Lizard Man is a mostly humanoid appearing person, but you know, with lizard qualities, they've got scaly skin, they've probably got crests on their heads, yada yada yada.
I kind of imagine in my mind Naga sort of like also like Basilisk for Kiss of the Basilisk. Probably like top half maybe human, bottom half snake, whereas Lizard Man I kind of think is the opposite.
And I think for Naga, you know, there are also some instances where like in Kiss of the Basilisk, they have a full snake form.
Yeah.
Right? So you could, you know, a Naga could probably exist in full human, half human, half snake, and then full snake. Yeah. So it kind of, I think it encapsulates basilisk in the broader genre of man that becomes a snake.
Yes.
For whatever magical reason. Snake shifter person. Or maybe always a snake person.
There are Nagas in one of Lillian Lark's books, which is Entranced by the Basilisks.
Which we haven't reviewed, but I have read and is wonderful.
It's delightful. We love anything by... It's a triad. That's right. And we love anything by Lillian Lark here. So
we are on record as being enormous Lillian Lark fans. Yes. And not just because we love her books, but she's also very nice as a person. Yeah, and she's been very sweet and generous to us.
Yeah, and I love her content too. So
we're obsessed with you, Lillian. Yeah. Please be our friend. So for Lizard Men, we have not done officially a Lizard Man book, but Regina Abel, who is one of my favorites, she has a really great Aliens series. She did, I think, both I Married a Lizard Man and also I Married a Naga.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
So the premise of all of Regina Abel's novels is that a person gets kind of forced to go be in a marriage contract. So it is giving like Choosing Theo energy, but every male partner is a different species kind of on a different planet. Right. And so you get a lot of variety. They're actually really fun books.
Those are on my TBR, to be honest with you. I keep seeing them. I keep going, oh, when I get the chance.
They're fantastic.
The one Lizard Man book that I for sure read was Captured by the Scaled Outlaw by Natalia Rui, who is another friend of the pod.
Yeah, and the author and a wonderful artist.
Yes, she did our Lights Out animation.
That's right.
So good.
So if you're on our TikTok, which you absolutely should be, one of our pinned posts right now.
One of our most popular videos
is a really hilarious animated short that Natalia made for us that was based on some of the characters in Lights Out, specifically the cat, Fred the cat, and Josh the burglar.
And she did those, and she does a lot of art for her own books. So it's great. I love the Lizard Man content that she does. So we need to do more lizard people on this podcast.
We do. Yeah. So when we're talking about Naga versus Lizard Man, you're really deciding how monstrous do you want your partner to be. I also think we need to talk about the hemipenes question.
Oh man, that is true, because a lot of these are repped with a hemipene.
Right. A lot of reptile boyfriends and fish related boyfriends, like mermaids and stuff.
Anything with scales,
you know, land or sea, could have two.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting for me personally. I feel like that makes me lean Lizard Man.
Okay.
I feel like I have read Naga books where there's been one.
That's true. To me, I sort of like with the Nagas, I'm like, maybe I want to be wrapped up.
Ooh.
What if maybe I sleep hot? Maybe I want a cold boyfriend.
That you think they're going to cool you off?
Yeah.
I mean, they are cold-blooded creatures, so you're right. They're not creating body heat when you cuddle.
That's right. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a cold cuddle.
Okay. There's also the aspect of the shape-shifting, which I do think adds variety.
True. Does it get to be a human sometimes?
It adds... Is that a plus or minus for you?
I don't know, to be honest. Well, I don't know.
You're acting like it's a minus.
I could take him home, I guess.
To meet your mom? You couldn't take a Lizard Man home? To meet your very conservative Mormon mother?
My mother was already aghast at the wife that I brought home. Imagine what she would say if I brought a Lizard Man.
Wait till she finds out you're poly. I'm kidding. I know she already knows.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Nagas and Lizard Men. Okay. All right.
I'm excited to see what you draw. Are you giving that snake legs? Oh, never mind. I saw what they were. I take it back.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Naga! So the clincher for me, truth, I love that you drew a hemipene with a question mark.
Because you don't know. Yeah.
I think if Lizard Men have hemipene, then Naga should also.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents. But you know what clinched it for me was the shape-shifting, actually. The idea that you could enjoy
back and forth.
Multiple forms.
I like that.
I like variety.
Me too. I like variety too. Anyway, all right. So apparently it's Nagas.
Nagas are the winner.
All right, for this next one, we are headed to outer space because we are doing 2 different aliens, which are the Sakui from Ice Planet Barbarians versus the Arachnids from the Monster Romance trilogy.
A Spider's Mate.
Yes, that's it.
The Tiffany Roberts series. Yeah. The first one is called, I believe, Ensnared.
Yeah. I've read all 3. They're great.
Yes, and then in addition to the trilogy, there are some side books from that she's coming out with as well. So there's definitely more than 3 to enjoy if you're so inclined.
Yeah, so I guess in this case is how many legs do you want your partner to have? 2 or 8?
So let's describe briefly the arachnid, because we're not talking just a spider. Yeah. It's almost like a centaur if the bottom half was a spider instead of a
right,
horse.
or a drider for those of you who are in the know.
Ooh, yeah. If you're into D&D,
if you're into D&D, it's a drider. Yeah, so it's a man, sort of a man top, but a spider from everything below the waist.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the distribution of arms and legs can vary.
Yeah.
I feel like if you have an arachnid boyfriend like this, you might end up with one that has 2 arms, 6 legs, 4 arms, 4 legs.
But the biggest thing is he climbs around, he makes webs.
Ooh, lots of rope bondage in your
that
future.
That was definitely part of the book.
Featured heavily.
And like a lot of the lizards and aliens we have on this show, the appendage, because I know that's your first everyone's question, but where is it?
It was mine.
Is it comes out from behind sort of a little
right.
pocket, a
they
little
have
pocket
an
socket.
innie.
Yes.
Some monster boyfriends have outies, and some of them have innies,
and, these
and
guys
we don't
are
judge.
Innies. Yeah, I did.
As long as it's enormous when it shows up, it's fine.
But now, in comparison, for the Sakui, obviously relatively human shaped, except for they have tails.
Well, and they do have that little. They have a nodule, the little spatula on the top.
Yes,
I picture a spatula.
Yeah, I'm still picturing like a little tiny thumb.
A spur.
The spur.
That's
yes,
right.
yes. The Sakui have the spur, and they have horns and a tail, but are otherwise, I mean,
Pretty
they're blue,
humanoid.
but otherwise relatively human shaped. As we said, one of the easy in ones for monster romance.
I'm not trying to sway you.
Okay.
Because, to be honest, I feel like if we don't choose Sakui, our listeners may revolt
Riot.
against us because everybody loves Ruby.
It's true.
But you said you sleep warm.
I do.
And Sakui put off a lot of heat.
Oh, they do.
They literally biologically put off a lot of heat.
I mean, I guess the only thing about that though is that if I'm with a Sakui, I'm obviously on not Hoth, and I'm probably freezing to death.
Or some other ice planet.
Yeah.
That was a tough aspect of those books for me.
Yeah, you know what? The arachnids are on a jungle planet. So.
Oh God, I don't want either of these planets.
Yeah.
Can I elect NA? Can I just go NA? None of the above, thank you.
Yeah.
I like D. Option D.
You may end up with one of these on a deserted
island. I know
island,
I have to choose.
Yeah, you do. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
The first time we disagree. No. The first time we disagree.
I'm bold. That's why.
I love that. So tell me your logic for choosing arachnid over Sakui.
I just think if I'm going to fuck a monster,
just go for it.
I don't need no starter alien. But honestly, you know what? I think this is just a personalize. I think the internet agrees that it's Sakui, to be honest with you.
So do you want to know why I picked Sakui?
Yeah.
They purr.
Oh, that's right.
Which means all of them vibrate.
That's right.
That is not to talk too much about me as a person, but is kind of a requirement for me in that department.
You like a vibrating? It's all right.
You're gonna conform and we're gonna agree?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Sakui for this one.
I convinced you. You all heard it. I'm a lawyer now. I think I just passed the bar exam. All right. So officially, even though Emmy personally wants to fuck a spider,
look,
Sakui.
Girl, everyone's allowed to have their
You're
secret
allowed to have
wishes.
your things. I respect it.
Yeah, Sakui.
Sakui it is. Our next pairing for the first half of our bracket is Fae versus orcs. Now, this to me is the ultimate challenge.
Yeah.
Really, I think that this comes down to, how much do you love monsters?
Yeah.
Right? Do you want them to look kind of fucked up?
Or you want them to be gorgeous?
Or do you want them to be gorgeous
yeah.
and beautiful and basically so perfectly beautiful that they're hard to look at?
Yeah. That's a good question. I mean, Finley Fenn is our orc lady.
Although many people write amazing orc
That
books.
is true. I have read a bunch of other orcs, but
Finley Fenn is our OG
she's got the corner on the orc mountain on my heart.
Yes.
But
whereas Fae appear in many different books. So like we did Brimstone, that was a Fae character.
Yeah.
We've never reviewed it, but obviously if you're a fan of ACOTAR and you've read, anything in that series, Fae feature heavily. Also in Sarah J. Maas's other series, Throne of Glass, Fae feature heavily. But yeah, it's real to me. That's the ultimate question: is, are you just dipping a toe into monster?
Sure. Or
do you want the full experience? They're both very humanoid.
That is true. I mean, bits wise, you're not getting anything.
There's no
new
accessories.
for the most part. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel, again, like if we're here for monsters, we're here for monsters.
We can keep talking, but I'm
It's
already
true.
writing my
You already
answer
know
down.
what you want.
No. I'm not interrupting you.
Oh, okay.
You keep talking. Just for me, there's no question.
I know. So on the we've as you said, we reviewed Quicksilver, and as much as I did enjoy that book, like I don't know, I've now read, I want to say like 14, 15 orc books. And I've never read any of ACOTAR. I know that that's a crazy thing to say, but I'm like, oh, okay.
I understand. I mean, let's just vote, because you're going to be very clear on which I'm choosing as soon as I start talking again.
Right.
So let's just go for it.
Okay, hold up.
Oh, yeah, you got to draw a cute little picture.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Orc.
Orc!
Orc.
It's gotta be an orc. I'm sorry.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
Grimoire.
Look, I can have oh yes, of course. Ugh. I can have a pretty boy anytime, right? Those are in plenty of traditional romance.
So I'm gonna make a bold stand and let the comments fall where they may. I don't think fae count as
monster
special.
romance.
They're not special enough to me. It could be a human with magic powers. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantasy.
Sure.
I love magic. I play D&D. I'm all good with that. But they don't count as a monster boyfriend to me. They're a cop-out.
I'm completely there with you. Yeah. Let the flaming begin.
Yes. Burn us to the ground. And for the record, I'm not saying I don't enjoy reading books.
Sure, that have
with
fae in
sexy
them.
fae men and women and all of the
Sure.
above. I'm just saying it's not scratching my itch when I'm looking for
monster romance, exactly. And especially if we're going with ultimate monster boyfriend.
Fae is not.
Yeah,
fae
it's not.
win.
It can't be up there.
No.
Yeah.
Orcs it is.
Yeah. For these next two monster boyfriends, we are going underneath the waves. These two have very different appendages, as it were.
Despite being ocean dwellers.
Yes, because our first one is going to be mermen, as we did for the Emma Hamm book.
Whispers of the Deep. We got them on the shelf.
Love that one. And also, Stalked by the Kraken, another Lillian Lark book.
God, we love Lillian. Okay, so it's mermaid versus Kraken.
It's mermaid versus Kraken. No matter what, there's going to be a vague smell of the ocean, okay?
I'm glad that this is a competition for book boyfriend and not just who's going to beat the shit out of who. Because let's be so for real about who's winning that competition.
I literally feel like Gideon was like, in my monstrous form, you cannot comprehend me.
Guys like crashing ships and stuff.
Sinking, Atlantis kind of a thing.
Correct.
Yeah, no. But for the war of your heart, Megan, who's taking your heart? Who's taking your body? What are your first thoughts?
All right. Well, my first thought is tentacles.
Of course. Yeah. I don't know if we can. I'll see if we can pan up for this.
We'll just do some shots.
This is Megan's art from her house that she has had.
Yeah, we didn't buy tentacle art for the podcast.
Make it just
we just relocated it and condensed it.
Yeah, there's above me too. Yeah, there's 3 of them. There's 3 of them above my head.
It's so true.
Yeah.
So these pictures, his name is Stephen Russell. He's incredibly nice. I've met him twice. So he's an incredible artist. He's done work for comic books and he does other kinds of fine art. And so I've successively been purchasing more and more of his prints.
Mm-hmm.
And I did tell him that I was going to be putting them up in the podcast studio, and he was really excited for it.
So, they match it real well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's really very talented.
Yeah. So, however, though, I do think that this is a bit stacked on, for tentacles for you. I feel like this is a
There's a ringer.
Uh-huh.
You're not wrong.
See, now let me put one out there for the mermaid boys though.
Shout out to the merman.
I know Noah Kraken's got a lot, but these mermaids, they got 2.
That's true.
And also they can breathe for you underwater. What's the Kraken doing for you?
Ooh, well, is there any reason the Kraken couldn't also do that?
I mean, it wasn't ever explicitly stated.
That's true.
I guess he is magical though. Maybe that's one of his magics.
So, Emmy, I'm going to ask you the most important question about any monster boyfriend who is sporting a double.
Right.
Side to side or top to bottom?
We've discussed this before, Megan, and the answer is top to bottom.
The answer is top to bottom. Top to bottom is a much sexier choice if you're gonna stack.
You don't want to be looking and going right or left. Which one am I supposed
I'm gonna
to
get
be
a crick in my neck like I'm watching a tennis game. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, no, it's gotta be up to bottom, it's gotta be top to bottom.
It depends on who you're sharing with, to be honest. If sharing is caring, then side to side has its merits.
That is true.
But if you're selfish and you're using both yourself,
yeah.
I think top to bottom is more efficient.
There is no polyamorous mermaids in these series, but maybe there would have been space for it.
Hey, Emmy, fish live in schools.
Yeah, fish don't mate for life. Oh, but there's only like one kraken, so
they are very singular in that way because they're so powerful.
It's true.
Yeah, they're kind of a big deal. Emmy.
Okay, all right. Who are we voting for? All right, 3, 2, 1.
Kraken.
Yeah,
tentacles.
Yeah, as much as I love the Mermaid Boys, you do maybe kind of want to be caught up in the godly embrace of 1,000 tentacles.
Gideon is where it's at. And we didn't even talk about the shape changing.
Oh, that's true. He can also do shape changing. And
that's right. So
sense where treasure is and stuff.
I chose, Naga for the variety. And I think I choose Kraken for a similar reason.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to have a relationship when one of you has to be in the water constantly.
Okay, so this next one I think will legitimately be a hard decision for you.
Oh, really?
I do. So this time we're going to do Duskwalker versus demon / devil.
Right.
We kind of consider those
they're the same thing.
The same.
Yeah.
And specifically, obviously, we're thinking of the Duskwalker Brides series by Opal Rain, who we're enormous fans of.
Yeah.
You've read the entire series. I've read many of them. And then I think for demon and devil, we were picturing.
Yeah, Katie Roberts has a series where it's 5 books, and there's these girls that make a deal with a devil, and then they sort of get
bargaining demon.
Yeah, and they get kind of brighted out to other different sort of creatures. But I think at least 2 of the books have a demon and devil situation going on. And it's like they're hot. Like bargains, signing yourself away.
Honestly, that is one of the things that I think is sexy about Fae is Fae bargains. But they're not in enough Fae books.
Yeah.
Usually it's just a Hawkeye with ears.
Hawkeye with ears who talks a little double entendre. Yeah.
Who probably has shadow powers.
Yeah, let's be real.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that the kind of inherent dom-sub relationship that's built into, the obligation that exists in the deal making that those demons can do is very sexy. Although, what if you're like, I need you to do the dishes tonight, and he's like, well, what's it worth to you?
I don't want everything to be a deal.
We're gonna have to trade.
Oh my gosh.
He just can't turn it off.
Right.
It's like, you're not at work, David. Sorry, that's my husband's name. Awkward.
For me though, Duskwalkers does sort of have some of that kind of pact thing though, because as we all know, a Duskwalker has to take your soul and then it's forever.
They don't have to. They just want to.
That's true. They want to. Yeah.
You probably want them to.
To make it so that they want to stop eating you, you kind of have to give them your soul.
And so that you can safely cohabitate in where they live and in the terrible danger that they put you in.
So that you could become immortal as well, kind of a thing.
Honestly, if I knew it was going to make me immortal, I would give them that soul in a second.
I mean, the flip side though, which this is a hard sell for me, is that according to the Duskwalker rules, once you give them your soul, you cannot be apart for more than 24 hours.
That's right. At the 24-hour mark, you zoop back together.
Directly to wherever the Duskwalker is. And I'm going to be real with you. If it's forever, maybe sometimes I want a break.
Frustrating.
Yeah. All right. So what are we thinking? Pact for a soul for something or your soul forever?
I feel like we might have different answers.
Interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
No, we don't. Okay,
all right.
I saw it.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love a Duskwalker forever, but like, I love watching their romances. I don't think I want to be part of one.
Some of those Duskwalkers are hard to cohabitate with.
They have some real fucking problems.
Those Duskwalkers are not all Orpheus.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, even Orpheus was pretty
some
challenging.
Issues. That's true. Yeah, I think I'm willing to give up whatever the heck somebody's asking me for.
I feel like there's a lot of sacrifices that you have to make in your life to have a successful Duskwalker relationship.
Yeah, that's a lot more work.
I think a demon or a devil in a boyfriend situation is bringing more to the table.
Yeah, also maybe I'm not worried about the demon or the devil eating me.
I mean, except in the fun way.
Oh god.
Yeah. All right, demon and devil it is.
All right. We're doing more Lillian Lark again here because this time we've got gargoyles and dragons.
Oh.
Yeah. Now we
How many gargoyles do I get?
It's got it. Well, we'll go minimum 3. Minimum 3.
Okay, is that cheating? Do they come in clans?
They do come
you
in
get
clans.
all of them?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
Okay.
going to be Deceived by the Gargoyles, which is again Lillian Lark, and then
Honestly,
also Hoarded by the Dragon.
Also a Lillian Lark classic.
Had another a hemipene situation going on.
Another twofer.
Yeah.
I just want to say that Deceived by the Gargoyles may actually be my favorite monster romance that I've read. I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
And I've reread it multiple times.
Me too. Mine is it's definitely in my top 10 for sure. It's high contender for favorite.
I think also because it's like it's a reverse harem. It's a plus size FMC. She's a librarian. It's got magic, but it's also a modern day setting.
Also, it totally plays on the fact that I had a huge crush on the Gargoyles when I was a little girl.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't hurt. That we're both like children of the 90s that were like, Goliath, take me home.
Take me away.
Goliath, save me.
Yeah, no, her whole thing that she wrote with Gargoyles is fantastic. And I know that Ruby Dixon also has a Gargoyle book. It just came out. We haven't reviewed it yet. I got a copy, hopefully. So I'm looking forward to that one. So there are more Gargoyles out there. But
people need to do more Gargoyle books.
Yeah, it turns out.
Fruitful.
Look, he's got wings. He's probably going to carry you around. He's going to fly you a little bit better than I think Mothman would. You know, more that smooth glide rather than maybe.
Hold on. That's so funny. I know we've done that before because you're just picturing the Mothman like circling a lamp in a parking lot.
Moths fly like drunken idiots, okay? You're
right.
It's not sexy.
I do think when the gargoyle carries you, it's going to be sexier and a smoother ride.
Yeah. But then, then it's tragic because potentially he turns into stone,
What if, though, he turns to stone hard and then you can just keep having sex with him when he's a statue? Oh my God. Hear me out.
He's like, sorry, babe, I've got to go away for a couple of weeks. Let me just get ready for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's even worse because, like, in the Lillian Lark universe, they only turn to stone when they're dead, Megan. Keep one out for grandma.
Damn, girl. Damn.
Okay, but flip side, we have the classic. We have dragons.
Yes, and dragons hoarding gold, rich.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah, if you're with a dragon, there's no way that
the
you're
gargoyle house is dilapidated.
It's true. They're
DIYers, so there's always dust around.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, you just redid the kitchen. Come on.
Right, whereas dragons, like, I have
people for that.
And I pay them very well.
Correct.
Yeah. See, now, and also for a lot of dragon stuff, they're also like shifters, like the Kraken and the Nagas, where they have a human form,
multiple forms.
But then it gets all big and scary.
Which I don't find scary. I think that's sexy.
It is
because as
sexy.
A bisexual woman, Maleficent is hot as hell.
It's true. No, I mean, dragons are a classic for a reason. Mm-hmm. Oh man,
this is a tough one.
Oh, see, okay, so I realize now that this is why I couldn't say that Gargoyles was my favorite. It's because it was Hoarded by the Dragon. Hoarded by the Dragon is my favorite monster romance.
Even though it had a pregnancy trope in it.
Yeah, I surprisingly am not ick on the surprise pregnancy trope.
That may be a more situational thing for me than it is for you.
But I really liked the way that one was written specifically.
I agree. It was a good one. Okay, well, we got to vote.
All right.
We got to vote.
Right.
Okay,
ready?
reveal.
3, 2, 1.
Gargoyle!
Oh, no! Okay.
Gargoyle. Fuck. Fight. We have to battle.
That's true.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to suggest. Because I know I talked you off Arachnid into Sakui, and I'm not going to be able to convince you that gargoyles are the winner.
I mean, even though the polyamorous gargoyles, I mean, fucking love that. But
True.
Man.
Maybe this is the time to bring in the tiebreaker.
Ooh, we do have a tiebreaker involved. All right. I think we should fetch the tiebreaker.
I think we should get the tiebreaker. Right. Emmy and I had a little discussion off camera.
Yeah.
And we decided that the only fair way to decide between gargoyle and dragon is to bring in our production assistant, husband of the pod, Dave.
Yeah.
So, Dave, Emmy and I couldn't agree on gargoyle versus dragon. We are not going to tell you which one we each preferred because we don't want to bias you.
Yeah. No thumbing the scale.
No thumb on the scale. So, I am going to tell you the briefest of elevator pitches on gargoyle versus dragon. And then you are going to decide which one you would want as your book boyfriend.
Yeah.
Your monster boyfriend.
You're stuck on an island with them forever.
Yes. This is the person or persons that will love you until the end of time. And they will be devoted to you equally.
Yes.
So first we have dragon. The pros of a dragon. They're probably loaded because they hoard gold and stuff.
Super rich.
They're fancy.
Yeah.
They're rich. They have a really nice house.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be sometimes a human, sometimes a dragon.
Yep. They have multiple forms. That could be a pro. It could be a con, right? But they can definitely, you're pretty much only going to have sex with them as a human though.
Yeah.
And then they can also become a dragon. They might be able to defend you.
Yeah.
You know, if someone was hitting on you at a bar and your boyfriend turned into a dragon and burned the bar down.
Kristen down.
Again, pro or con, kind of up to you.
Yeah. That's it on dragon.
Okay.
Loaded and powerful.
Yeah. Cons on dragons, they're possessive.
Yeah.
Right?
He's not sharing.
He's not sharing you at all. And actually could burn things down.
Yeah. Could eat you in a different way.
Yeah. There could be incidents. Okay. You want to talk about gargoyles?
Sure. Gargoyles, there are going to be 3 of them. All right.
It's a polyamorous relationship. He's already gone. We've lost PA Dave.
They live in clans, and if one of them dies, they turn to stone. Okay.
Yes. So pros. They're big DIYers.
Yes, big DIYers, very handy. Again, they definitely are into sharing. Okay. And they do seem to be very lovable.
And
group.
they will build you your own personal library or whatever room you want.
Yeah.
Workshop, whatever. They are going to hand construct it with beautiful, intricate carvings.
Yeah, they'll find out what your favorite flower is and carve it on everything.
Yeah.
Cons. They turn to stone when they die. And again, you're talking about not just 1, but 2, but like them and all their family.
They live in clans, so you're multi-generational living, right?
Multi-generational housing. Yeah.
Right. You're not only living with your partners, but you're also probably living with their parents and their parents' partners and like an extended family.
Yeah.
And because they are big DIYers, your house is probably always under renovation. There's always dust around in like a room that somebody is deciding that they have to gut.
I know that we've pitched fantastic things for you there. All right, Dave.
It's up to you.
Tiebreaker. Who are you voting for?
Bring it a little closer. Gargoyles! Fuck yes, gargoyles! Woo! Gargoyles! Okay, was it the DIY that clinched it for you?
No, dragons just sound high drama.
He said
just the overall drama.
He said the dragon sounds too high drama.
That's probably
He's
true.
not wrong.
That is a very fair statement.
Well done.
Thank you.
Round of applause
Dave.
for production assistant, husband of the pod, Dave.
Thank you. This is exactly what we expected to drag you into when we started this podcast.
The last first round bracket that we have, honestly, saving major controversy for last.
Yeah.
Vampire, werewolf, the classic Twilight struggle.
You've reignited basically my entire high school struggle right here.
The mid 2000s will never be the same again.
Yeah.
Edward versus Jacob.
Yeah.
Who's winning?
I don't like...
It doesn't have to be Twilight vampires.
I know. This is so funny because Twilight is my mother's favorite series.
I love that.
She watches Twilight so much that she could just put it on. She doesn't even have to
What I'm hearing is you became a monster girly legitimately. That's all I'm hearing.
I get it from the genetics. Man, so here's the issue that I have with werewolves. It reads as very hetero.
Ooh.
It's so hetero.
Okay.
This is the only whereas all vampires I think are bisexual.
All vampires are queer.
Yeah.
When you've lived long enough,
you try everything at some point.
You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta. You make a very valid point.
Yeah. No, nothing against that. It's just when I'm picking, I'd rather choose somebody who he's gonna go do the fun things.
So, devil's advocate.
Yeah.
All werewolves are buff.
Oh, okay.
And vampires have a wide variety of presentations.
That is true.
Which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing.
It's not inherent that they're going to be buff, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like part of their whole deal.
Right. But he is probably going to be interesting. He's probably going to have interesting conversation. He's seen some shit.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
This also just goes back to me of I sleep hot.
You just want anybody that's cold-blooded.
Give me the cold boys.
Cold-blooded.
Cold boys.
I love it. Okay. Well, I think we need to just go ahead and make our votes.
3, 2, 1.
Vampire.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, shifter boys.
Well, and again, I want to live forever.
Yeah.
And so I would absolutely want a vampire to turn me into a vampire.
Sure. And honestly, I actually like, I think, other shifter romance. It's just specifically werewolves that I'm just kind of
I understand. A lot of the men on here are like shifter or shifter adjacent.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? If you can move between forms, you're some kind of a shifter.
Yeah. I also just think I'm going to have more of an interesting conversation with a vampire. He's not going to want to ask me to go hiking.
Oh my God. Why are werewolves always making you go hiking?
I don't want to hike and I don't want to camp. I'm sorry.
I'm a city girl.
Yeah.
I'm fully with you.
Yeah.
It was really never a competition.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I think you should kick us off with the first in our second wave of bracketing.
First one is going to be a Minotaur versus a Naga.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they're both animals.
That's true.
So they're both animal-human hybrids.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you want a warm-blooded or a cold-blooded boyfriend?
I've already established in round 1 that I sleep hot, but I think I could put that aside for this round and maybe just sort of, base it on the
energy?
facts.
Like, what energy is a Minotaur boyfriend gonna bring versus a Naga boyfriend?
I feel like Minotaur boyfriend, he wants a honey-do list.
Yeah,
he's like, sweetie,
he's kind of bringing himbo energy.
Can I fix the fence in the field? Can I go out and bake some pies or something? Or in Rourke's case, can I go make my own tractor company? Whereas Nagas, I mean,
Minotaurs are industrious.
Yeah, Nagas is more like let's buy, sort of like kind of like dragony, life of luxury, right? They're all rich, they're all sexy, living in their sexy caves.
Well, they're cold-blooded, and so they have to conserve their energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like,
they're not out there exerting themselves in the sun for you.
Yeah, they're laying down. They're definitely kicking back with that hot cup of tea and a book with you. Whereas the Minotaur, we already said, probably wants to go hiking.
Cozy versus active boyfriend.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
It's a toughie.
That is
all right,
a toughie.
I know what I'm picking.
Okay,
I'm picking.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Dang it.
You know what? This time I'm going to let you talk me off the ledge of Minotaur.
Really?
I'm going to let you.
Okay.
You came in my direction. You moved towards me for Sakui, which I appreciated. Yeah. I understand why you chose Naga. Yeah. And I don't think either one of them is bad. And you're right. It is kind of like a jock versus nerd conversation.
It is, yeah. But I know you like muscles, Megan. That's the thing.
I'm a bigger person and I want my partner to make me feel little. I want to be a little lady. Yeah. And I think Minotaur pulls that off for me more. Right. But
see, it was for me,
I also love snakes.
Snake boys to me is just like, it's just going to be a lot calmer. It's going to be a lot like less high energy. Again, we're book girlies. We like to sit around.
You're not wrong. And you made a good point when you said, that Minotaur boyfriend wants to go hiking. you made a good point.
I do like the Minotaurs, but I think in this case, I gotta go snake.
Too high energy.
Yeah,
They're jocks. Yeah. Too much jock energy.
Yeah.
Okay, Naga it is.
All right.
Naga beats out Minotaur. This next pairing, I think is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Because they are similar.
Oh, man.
But we've got Sakui versus orcs.
Yeah.
Both very humanoid shaped boyfriends.
Yeah. Both muscly.
Both muscular, right? Similar physiques, different colors.
Yeah.
Blue versus green, horns versus tusks.
Yeah. Tails versus no tails.
Tails versus no tails.
Yeah, man.
Cultural differences may come into play here. If we're talking like orcs of Orc Mountain versus Sakui.
That's true. The orcs
of Nothoth.
The orcs of Orc Mountain are definitely much more.
They're exhibitionists.
They're sort of pounding on their chest kind of a thing. They're very masculine, whereas the Sakui are a bit more gentle, I think, when it comes to both of those things.
I do think there are more subdued people than the orcs.
As we all know, any monster worth fucking lives in a mountain.
In a cave. That's true. You're dwelling in a cave no matter what happens.
And one of the things that we did say that we had an issue with the Sakui is we couldn't believe that with how many of them were left and how high the male population was, that none of those Sakui be fucking.
That is such an important point, Emmy, because it's very canonically true that in Orc Mountain, these
orcs be fucking.
As they should be. Mm-hmm. I feel like as two queer women On the merits of that alone,
I think you may know which ones we're going to pick.
I've made my choice.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Sakui.
Is your orc bald?
Yeah.
Does he have a bald spot?
They can't all be having gorgeous hair, okay?
There's definitely some bald orcs in that mountain. Yeah, no, it just has to be the orc boys on the merit of their queerness.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like the exhibitionism.
Yeah, me too.
And I like that there's electricity eventually.
Yes. Yeah, for the Sakui, as lovely as they are, they're just, they're sweet boys. And
I can't be roughing it.
If I'm here for the monsters, I want them a little monstery.
There's not enough to do on Not Hoth.
Other than snow and
can't do it.
making babies.
I can't do it, guys. Who do we have next, Demi?
All right. Our next 2 pairings is going to be a kraken versus a devil.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah. Again, we got tentacle boy versus someone who wants to steal your soul potentially, or at least make you sign some kind of paperwork.
Yeah. We have a shapeshifter versus someone who is mostly humanoid, but is going to have red skin, is going to have horns.
Maybe pulls you into a different dimension kind of a thing.
Honestly, that seems like a perk.
Yeah.
I'd be fine.
If he's the kind of devil that's coming to, Earth and making pacts, he's probably not living in a townhouse.
Just Jerry the devil who lives down the road.
His studio apartment in hell.
The demon in Katie Roberts' book, they live in a magical,
like a sentient mansion.
Yeah, a sentient mansion in a magical alternate reality that is clearly not hell.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I don't think we have to assume
necessarily
that hell is involved in our demon devil situation.
That's true. We're allowed to pick and choose.
So here's a really important question. If we're talking demons, can we consider incubus and succubus like a subgenre?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you can get a hottie.
You could get a hottie that knows all about your body.
Who can literally read your sexual desires in your mind and then do them for you.
Yeah, and gains energy from you lusting after them. That is pretty great. That is pretty hot. You know what also that is? Validating.
That's so true. But tentacles, though.
I know you're a freak for the tentacles, Megan. But as we all know, as we talked about the size of the Kraken, you're never fucking the Kraken in Kraken form, because otherwise he's squishing you.
Gideon has that halfway in
half
between
man,
where he can
half
manifest
Kraken form.
But you know what?
Kind of looks like Ursula.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying that's not hot. But you do have to have sex with them in water.
That is true.
And I have had sex in a hot tub, and it's not that fun.
It's not that fun in hindsight, yeah.
There's a lot of sloshing and spilling.
You know what? That's true.
And it's hard to get leverage.
Yeah, it's one of those things that in your mind you're like, oh, this is going to be so hot. And then you do it and you're kind of like...
It's like when you told us the story about having sex on the beach.
Yeah.
It's way more hot in theory.
Way more hot in theory. It's true.
Okay, I think it's time.
3, 2, 1.
You convinced me.
Yeah, it's got to be devil.
It's the hot tub. Yeah. The hot tub effect.
You're like, you know what? In hindsight, hot tub sex, not that great.
Not that great.
Yeah.
I don't want to always have to be in the water.
That's true. You
for
want
the fun
options.
Parts.
Yeah.
Our last pairing in the wave 2 bracket of the ultimate monster boyfriend is gargoyle versus vampire.
Creatures of the night.
Ooh, spooky.
They can both fly. Yeah.
Most vampires can fly.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, he's not doing it with wings, but he's levitating.
He's either turning into a bat and he's flying, or he's just flying under his own power.
Yeah.
Interesting. Some vampires are into group stuff. As we've mentioned, they've got to be queer, all of them.
Yeah.
So group stuff isn't off the table. So I don't feel like that's necessarily the thing you have to pick on with gargoyles.
That's true. Yeah, you're probably going to get that with vampires. However, gargoyles, as we said, they do eventually die. Vampire, he's making you immortal forever.
But he might, what if he's an asshole?
That's true. This feels like the sire problem, right? Most vampires, I feel like, do not have healthy relationships with their parents.
Right. Yeah. Lot of daddy issues in the vampire community. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How often you're like, these two vampires, they were lovers and then childer and sire, and then things worked out definitely in the long term.
So big question.
Yeah.
Is your vampire boyfriend going to turn you into a vampire, Or are they going to keep you like
Human.
enslaved and ghouled and you're just their little human side piece?
I mean, I kind of...
Because they want to preserve your innocent humanity.
Yeah, it's like a Sookie Stackhouse situation or a Bella situation, right?
Correct.
Which one are you going with? Do you want it? Are you adamant that you're staying human forever? Or are you like, when are you turning me? I see you're a year older than me now.
And now you're nagging them. When are you turning me?
When are we doing
You said
this?
you were going to turn me before the holidays last year.
Yeah, no, that's I think all right. I think it's time to vote.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that one.
It's a statue. It's a statue form.
Gargoyle.
Yeah, it's gotta be gargoyles.
I just think they're lower drama.
Oh yeah, no. If we picked the gargoyles last time for the low drama with the dragons too.
As much as I would love to live forever, I feel like it comes with a lot of baggage.
And the baggage only keeps piling on every century.
Correct. This is our wave 3 bracket. There are only 2 pairings in this bracket before we get to the ultimate. So this is the penultimate.
The penultimate bracket. Right. So we're going to go with our first one here is Naga versus Devil.
Ooh.
Yeah. Very different again.
Extremely different.
Yeah.
Gosh, how would I measure those 2 against each other?
Nagas have won so far.
They're both kind of sly energy though.
Yeah, that is true. Both of those people are going to be probably very clever, but also maybe very manipulative. Yeah.
And I feel like they're both high drama boyfriends.
Yeah, just because we're like lazing about with the Naga doesn't mean that isn't, causing drama on the side. Yeah.
What kind of lifestyle are you living with these boyfriends?
Okay, so if I'm living with a devil, he needs to have some kind of soul job going on, where his soul farm.
He needs to be gainfully soul employed.
Yeah, but like I think he needs some kind of work from home job where it's like he only has to go in office 1 or 2 days a week, and the rest of it we're hanging out at his cool castle in the weird 5th dimension.
I love it. I know you're poly.
Yeah,
I'm monogamous for the record.
Right.
As the pod knows. So it probably would not bother you if his job is out there luring and seducing more women.
Especially also as an incubus or something like that, as we had said earlier.
Like, they may need to spread it around just to survive, especially if it's an incubus or a succubus.
That's true.
It'd be kind of like dating someone that worked in porn.
Yeah.
It's like they have a job, they need to go do it.
Yeah, and we're cool with sex workers on this program.
We absolutely support we're sex positive and we support sex work.
Yeah, no issue with me there. But the Naga, what does the Naga do for a living? He kind of feels like sort of a vampire situation
where they're just kind of living in a cave, being real ancient.
Yeah, just having stuff, but like, what's he doing all day?
I agree. They've got to be old money.
Yeah.
A Naga's got to be old money.
A Naga's
old money Naga.
Oh, man. There's a lot of problems that come with being, old money. Is he paying taxes?
Oh, he's definitely avoiding taxes. Your cave with that Naga's going to get raided by the IRS. It's going to be like the opening episode of Schitt's Creek.
Oh my God. Yes. And then we're going to end up in Schitt's Creek with my Naga, and he's not going to have any skills.
Okay. All right. Vote. All right.
3, 2.
Devil.
Yeah, it's got to be a devil.
Devil.
Again. But now that we've talked about their employment, I do think it's important. What are we doing
Devil
with these monsters?
/ demon.
Yeah.
To be fair.
That's true.
Incubus, succubus included.
Yeah.
It's a big tent. Is what I'm saying.
the infernal
it's a big tent down in hell.
Yeah.
The second pairing of our penultimate bracket, orc versus gargoyle. And this is where I am cut to my very core.
Yeah.
I don't want to eliminate either of these options.
Yeah.
And I'm angry that I have to.
Yeah. This one may end up being a tiebreaker. I'm not sure. I don't know which one. All right. Let's go. Let's go back to the question that we had for the previous one. What are we doing?
What is the lifestyle
what's the
that
lifestyle
you're
we're
living?
doing with these monster boyfriends?
So gargoyles, you get to live in a house.
Okay.
That's a big plus.
That is true. And they're going to be fixing it up. They're going to be making it nice.
Also, you get cuddle piles.
Oh, that's true.
With gargoyles. Because if you recall, the orcs from Orc Mountain are very, possessive of their partners once they have them.
That's true. I mean, well, they are
don't
polyamorous.
even touch.
They can be.
It can be a pre-negotiated polyamory.
True. Yeah.
But you can't, hug your male friends.
There's no outward sharing with the orcs. They're very possessive once you're theirs.
It's a very interesting like juxtaposition though, because they are into exhibition. They're into the public viewing.
Right.
But that doesn't mean the public touching.
Yeah.
If you get really deep into the Orc Mountain lore, which I very much am,
we're deep in the Orc
We're so
Mountain.
deep in it, Finley Fen. There is a clan that is kind of more into sharing. There's
That's
like some
right.
ritualistic
Yeah.
ways and reasons that you might do sharing.
Sure, but it's
orgies.
like 1 of 5.
That's true.
One
it's
of
not
5.
the majority.
Only if you get lucky, kind of a thing.
You do get a lot of variety with orcs,
That is
though.
true.
Like if you're gonna pick your orc, you can do the Ka-Esh, which are a little bit more like BDSM, like you're wearing a sexy collar. You've got the Ashkai, right? You've got kind of like the fancy pants.
Yeah, the skies that want to go out and do
ones,
like
the
fighting
planners.
and stuff. Yeah.
Whereas gargoyles, it's like I think you get what you get on the tin.
It's true.
Gargoyles.
They're all individuals and they have their own personalities, but it's not clan specific.
That's right.
Man.
And you're in a big multi-generational community living either way.
That is true.
There's a lot of orcs.
you're already
There's a lot of
multi-generational living on both
gargoyles.
of these.
Yeah.
Man, but again, every monster that's worth it is like living in a mountain.
I know what I know what I'm picking, and I will be shocked. At the beginning of this bracket, I thought we might be on different sides of this, but I think we're gonna pick the same one, and I'll be surprised if I'm wrong.
All right. Oh, no picture for this one. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Yeah. I think
It's the Cuddle Puddles.
it is the Cuddle Puddles. And as much as I love the orcs, the gargoyles are just so sweet.
The gargoyles are sweeter. There's a possessiveness that can be a turnoff.
There's the time and place
orcs.
for it. Yeah.
And I want to live in a house.
Look, Victorians are lovely, okay?
Our final bracket for the ultimate monster book boyfriend.
Yeah.
Gargoyles versus demons/devils,
Yeah.
which is inclusive of incubus and succubus.
Yeah, those two have beaten out plenty of the competition so far.
I did
not beaten them off though.
Oh, I did not expect demon to last this long.
To go as far as it did. No, it's
I
true.
didn't think demons went this hard, baby. Yeah.
Let's imagine if this is going to be your ultimate book boyfriend, okay?
Yes.
Who are you bringing with you to the holidays, right? Who's coming to Christmas? Who's coming to Hanukkah, right?
Well, if you're dating the gargoyles, obviously you're hosting.
Oh, yes. You're in the kitchen. One of your gargoyle polycule
You're
is
doing
decorating.
some real kitchen table poly.
Right. One of them's cooking, right? One is probably the one that's he's taping all of the presents very carefully.
You know what I'm hearing? I don't have to do any of the work. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, you're like, a pre-made holiday.
That's what I'm hearing. Although your demon boyfriend will charm the pants off your difficult family.
That is true. He's going to be friends with Uncle Stan by the end.
He will tank Uncle Stan for you.
Yeah, anytime Uncle Stan says something, he's like, hey, man, how about those cubs or whatever?
He is, in fact, going to help you get unfavorable deals for all your worst relatives. So he's gonna be like, oh, we don't like Aunt Karen.
Yeah.
Let's see what she's willing to trade her soul for.
However, I bet you your demon devil boyfriend, I bet you he's the best gift giver because he
would give
knows exactly what you
incredible
want. Yeah. Ooh.
So if it is like a demon, like incubus succubus, who has sex powers,
Right.
you could play little sex games at the holidays. Is that really inappropriate to say?
No.
That they're like making you orgasm over the turkey?
Look, there's a reason that there's like, sexy holiday lingerie.
People have sex, at the table in restaurants and stuff. It's not sexy. That happens in Morning Glory Milking Farm.
That is true.
He fingers her at
the
a
restaurant.
Dinner.
That's right.
Which is very edgy.
That is true. I mean,
because it's public. It's quite public.
I've done a lot of things. Not that though.
No. Same.
Yeah.
I've thought about it though. Right. There are no crimes in my mind.
But yeah, no, that's true. Demon Devil, he's definitely,
he's going to make it a very hot Christmas.
He's probably one of those partners that gifts you a little special gift that you have to wear that no one else is
like
aware
a bullet
of.
vibe
Yeah.
that you put on.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
oh man,
what a naughty
that
boyfriend.
Naughty. I don't know. So do you want wholesome Christmas or do you want naughty Christmas?
God, that's such a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
we should have put Krampus on the list.
Oh man,
I feel like he counts.
Krampus counts in the demon devil situation.
Yeah, the demon devil incubus succubus is a very broad category, which makes it more appealing. I'm glad that you're doing the picture because it makes it harder for me to tell what you're voting for. Because otherwise I can kind of be like, she wrote something bigger than orc. She didn't vote for orc. Oh my gosh, she's editing.
I have to add abs.
She's adding abs to her doodle. Girl.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Gargoyles! You gave him abs and a little Christmas hat. He's Santa.
He's gonna carry me upstairs after the whole thing is over.
He's gonna fly you right up there.
Yeah. In fact, multiple. One of them's gonna clean up.
I'm telling you, there's something sexy about the wings on a gargoyle.
Yeah,
I bet they're really sensitive.
Especially, I especially always like in the gargoyles thing where they wrap them around themselves as a cape.
Oh yes, it's very elegant. I want to go to the opera with my gargoyle boyfriends.
Yeah.
I also kind of want to scandalize my family with my multiple sexy gargoyle boyfriends.
And here's my boyfriend and my boyfriend and my boyfriend.
And his boyfriend.
and his boyfriend.
And they're both boyfriends also.
Yeah, and we all kiss.
All right. Well,
turns out ultimate book according to the Smut in Public podcast.
And we are an authority.
True.
Because we've read a lot of monster
books.
It turns out that gargoyles are the best monster boyfriends.
Yeah. So fight us in the comments.
Yes, come and tell us what we got wrong.
Yep.
Which bracket you would have decided differently. Yeah. And Lillian Lark, if you're listening, you reign supreme.
Yeah, you got in here.
Deceived by the gargoyles. The queen of our hearts and of our beds.
Yes, all 3 of them.
All right. Well, this has been Smut in Public, a podcast by Megan.
And Emmy.
And thank you so much for listening to our special holiday edition and our Monster Boyfriend bracket. We are going to be back in the new year. We're going to have some episodes that are in our traditional long form format where we do kind of a book report for you. But we are going to be mixing it up a little bit. And
maybe something like this.
Trying to do some more fun content like this that we want to bring into your brains and your ears.
And in the meantime, we're going to read more smut and we're going to report back.
We sure are. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.